Benvenuto, welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. Today I'm going to show you my recipe for tuna salad. Everybody should have a good recipe for tuna salad. It's versatile, it's a great, quick, easy meal, especially when it's warm outside. You can have it on a bed of lettuce, you can make yourself a great tuna fish sandwich. This is a recipe I've kind of played with over the years. I've added a little bit of this, taken a little bit of that out. I really think it's a great tuna salad recipe, and I think you enjoy it. So let's go over what we need. Of course, it's tuna salad. So the first thing we need some tuna fish. Okay, so I happen to have solid white tuna here. You can use whatever your favorite tuna is, of course, or style of tuna. You can use light tuna or chunk light tuna. Interesting fact. Other than solid white tuna being more expensive than a light tuna or a light chunk tuna, the big difference is solid white tuna will give you a more mild flavor, slightly less fishy than if you use a light tuna or a chunk light tuna. It's just like chicken or turkey. The lighter the meat, the less fishy the tuna is going to taste. If it's a darker meat, it's going to taste more fishy. So, depending upon if you want a really strong tuna flavor, use light. If you want a milder, use the solid white. It's one of those things like if you buy a grinder or sub, whatever you call it in your part of the world, you go to one of the big chain stores and you like their tuna salad. And you say to yourself, wow, I can get my tuna salad to taste like theirs. Probably one of the big differences is that almost all the big chains use light tuna, which again, as I said, has a stronger tuna fish flavor to it. So anyway, that's tuna in a nutshell. I happen to have solid white in water. You can use it in oil. My grandmother always used canned tuna fish packed in oil. Of course, we're going to drain that. One of the little extras that I put in mine is this lemon and pepper. I use a small amount of this. I think of course, the recipe will be written down. But the lemon pepper gives it a nice, gives that little taste of lemon, that little taste of acidity to it. Salt and pepper, of course. All right, one of the maybe strange things is I put hard-boiled eggs in my tuna. And just because somebody made me tuna salad many years ago and they put hard-boiled eggs in it, and I thought, oh my God, that is really good. So I've got 3 extra large hard-boiled eggs here. All right, and then for our dressing, we're going to need some mayonnaise, whatever your favorite commercial mayonnaise is, or you can even make your own. I've never made mayonnaise. Maybe we'll do that someday. And of course, that's going to, depending upon how creamy you want it for this particular recipe. Oh, and by the way, let's go back to the tuna. I have one 12-ounce can of tuna, or of course, you could use 2 6-ounce cans of tuna. So I've kind of done these proportions for 12 ounces. If you're going to just use 1 can, cut them all in half, or if you're going to use 3 cans, adjust accordingly. And then we need some sweet gherkins. You can also use dill gherkins. Okay, so gherkins are just pickles, right? A lot of people use sweet relish or dill relish. I happen to think that the sweet relish makes it a little bit too sweet for me. Wade makes his own version of tuna salad. He likes it with sweet relish. So when he makes it, he does use the sweet relish, but I like the gherkins. All right, that's really it. Those few simple ingredients, other than we need a half a red onion. We got our gherkins here. And of course, we need some nice celery. So for this recipe, you're probably going to need anywhere between, say 2-3 stalks of celery, depending on how big they are. This one happens to have the celery tops, which is nice in the salad. And you want to chop those relatively fine. I like all of the veggies chopped up fine in this particular tuna salad. And then we got our gherkins. And again, we're going to chop those up into small little chunks. So I usually quarter it. And we'll just chop them up. Then we got our half of red onion. You could use white onion or yellow onion as well. I like to use the red onion because it gives a little bit of flavor. So I've cut it in half. I've peeled off the outer peel. I've left the root end on. We'll just chop off that little top root end, but I'm talking about the bottom root end where there's a little bit of fiber at the end. And then because I want these relatively small, I just slice fine little slices there. And for this particular recipe, I do 1/3 of a cup of the onions, 1/3 of a cup of the celery, and 1/4 of a cup of our little gherkins. And that should be just about what we need. All right, believe it or not, that's all of our prep. Let me get rid of the cutting board and put away the rest of the ingredients, and we'll throw our tuna salad together. See you in a bit. All right, so we've got all our ingredients here. We've got our celery, our onions, our sweet gherkins. We've got our strained can of tuna, and we've got our 3 eggs in a big bowl. All right, now you can just slice the eggs if you so choose. I like to mash them. No big mystery to that. I don't mash it necessarily right to bits. I do like a few little big pieces of the white to add some texture to it. There we go. And got our veggies. Our onions and celery and pickle. Give that a stir around. Couldn't be easier. Then got our tuna. And again, depending upon how much you want to break it up, how big of the pieces you want, it's completely up to you. One of the very first things I ever made for Wade was many years ago. It was on a Saturday. We must have gone out and done something during the day, and we got back, late afternoon. And I asked him, if he was hungry. He said, yeah. I said, you like tuna fish? He said, yeah, sure. Tuna salad. So this was long before I did this recipe. I made, when I went into the kitchen and was putting tuna salad together the way I normally do, and I yelled at him into the room. I said, do you like onions? He said, yeah, sure. So I chopped up the onions like you normally would and put the sandwiches together, and he's taking a bite and it's, crunching, and the next bite, tears are running down his eyes because I had put so much onion in it. And I said, I thought you said you like onion. He said, well, usually when I do mine, I use dried onions. So from then on there, I kind of cut down on the onions a little bit. All right, so we got that all mixed together. We got our salt, our pepper, and our lemon pepper. Give that a little mix in. It smells good. And then, again, for a 16-ounce can, I use about a half cup of mayonnaise, a little bit more if you want it a little creamier, a little bit less. Of course, you could also use vegan mayonnaise if you want to cut down a little bit on the egg portion. Could even use half and half. Use sour cream and half mayonnaise. We cut a little bit down on the fat as well, all the cholesterol in it from the egg. That's Sheldon, guys. I don't know what he's walking around meowing for. What? He's very talkative. All right, and there is our tuna salad. Now, normally after I get that all sufficiently mixed up, I'd cover it, throw it in the refrigerator for a little bit, let it get nice and chilled. But there you have it. That's my tuna salad. Okay, it's dinner time. So today we're having our nice tuna salad on some salad greens. And of course, you can't make tuna salad without having a sandwich, so I need us a half a sandwich each. Alrighty. We're going to try first, your sandwich or your salad?
We'll go with the salad first.
Salad? All right. I'm going with the sandwich.
Not you gonna ask me.
Nom, nom, nom.
That's some delicious tuna.
Very good. If I do say so myself. You can taste that little bit of lemon in the background from the lemon pepper. We didn't get a video out last week because my poor Wade hurt his back 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
This coming Monday, he was in a lot of pain. Finally, after several doctor's appointments and x-rays, we got him the right medication to make him feel better. But
feel good now. Yep.
I'm about what, 90%? 80%? All right, I'm gonna stop eating for a moment. I want to try my salad.
It's a very good tuna salad.
Very tasty.
Very good.
Nice meal for hot weather. All right?
Yep.
That's all I have to say. I'm going to continue eating.
Now I'm going to continue eating too. After I ask you guys to like and subscribe and check us out on cherryhillhomecooking.com. See you in the next video.
Ciao.
Bye.
Not bad at all.